Okay, we are live. Sorry for the little bit of a delay. I'm trying to get things set up. Okay, we are live. Sorry for the Arslan. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. Just hold with me a moment. I'm going to get things set up with the title and whatnot. Military analysis, man. Thank you for joining. You are always on my streams, man. I appreciate it. I saw your comments in my last video. That was pretty cool. You commented like 12 times in one video to help me out with the algorithm. That was much appreciated. 5 a.m. where you are? Wow. It's very, very early. It's about 6 p.m. where I am right now. Let's get him to 100. Let's go. Thanks, Craig. Appreciate it, man. So there's a few things I want to talk about in this video. First off, I have the foam token up. There's just a few coins. I was looking at Unicrypt, which I talked about in the last video. Now, right now, really a big part of my strategy is picking coins that I think could still perform well even in a bear market. Now, Unicrypt really kind of fits that category for me because a lot of coins utilize what Unicrypt does. So if you guys do not know what Unicrypt does, is it allows new coins to lock their liquidity. So that in essence, it stops rug pulls from happening. So a rug pull is when a coin, the team, whoever created it, they remove all the liquidity. So then you can no longer trade it, making it a worthless token. But Unicrypt right now has 143.32 million locked in its pools. So that's basically the TVL. And the price of the coin based off the circulating supply, which we can go to right here. Let's just go to tokens. Or if we go to about like documentation, we can see that this coin is relatively undervalued because the UNCX, which is the coin I'm interested in buying, is has a burn function and whatnot. But the fully diluted market cap is 7,858,000. And they've already burned over 2% of the supply. So really, I mean, comparing the market cap to the value locked, which is over 100 million, it does seem undervalued to me. And at the same time, there's really a good use case for Unicrypt, and I think that coins will continue to keep using it just because, in my opinion, for locking liquidity and adding that feature to your tokens, it's probably one of the best software or apps for doing that out there. Let me just make sure my stream is running good. If you guys can hear me and it sounds fine, please let me know in the chat. And always feel free to ask questions and whatnot while we get started. So there's a few things I want to show you guys that you can do with the spreadsheet. And okay, thanks, John Cena. Appreciate it, man. But what I was talking about is I don't see many other YouTubers doing this. But now that crypto has basically dividends on their coins, so when you look at something like Aave, coins now, they pay dividends. So you can look at that as revenue. So like a very basic revenue ratio or financial tool you can use is like the PE ratio. I'm sure some of you guys have heard of the PE ratio, which is just price divided by earnings per share. But I'm going to kind of go through and show you guys how you can use these tools to really see if the coins you're trading about are undervalued or overvalued. John Cena, how are you invested about, or do you have any thoughts about Quant? I never bought Quant. I really should have back in. You can look at the chart. Really, when it first came out, I was looking at it, but I never ended up buying it. I don't really have any thoughts on it simply because I never ended up looking into it too deeply because I never really bought into it. But from what I've heard, Quant is a pretty good bet. But I mean, obviously, all the coins are doing moves like this where it's a straight shot up. There will definitely be some sort of correction from price action like this. No way alts have dividends now. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, when I mean dividends, they don't have, like, it's not necessarily like dividends because dividend is taking revenue. And if altcoins were to actually take their revenue and distribute it to the holders, that would classify it as a security. And coins, they're not trying to be securities, they're trying to be currencies. So really when I say dividends, it's synonymous to something like interest rate. That's really what I mean when I say dividends. But because they're offering interest now and people are making money off the platform just by holding them, and really you could use something like the PE ratio to see which ones are undervalued or overvalued. Yeah, we can look at Quant a little bit. I don't follow it at all. I was following some of the news with Hathor. If we go to Twitter, yeah, we don't need to look at Quant. There's more than enough information about that. C's okay. Hi, Max. What can be a reason on Mark dump? Yeah, so Mark has been exiting or decreasing in price. We can look at Mark. And for me, I kind of like Mark going lower, to be honest, because I'm so long-term on Mark. And when you're long-term on an asset, you want the price to stay low because then you can buy more of it. So for me, I don't care that Mark is dumping at the time. I invested down here around $1 million market cap. So I never see it going to that level ever again. If it were to, it'd be dead. So for me, Mark dumping doesn't faze me at all. But in terms of reasoning, yeah, so Brian, Mark has dumped compared to where it was. If we just look at the weekly, you can see it was hovering around the 25 million market cap rate. And again, guys, go buy market cap for coins like this. You don't want to go off the coin value because it is a rebased token. But the main thing that caused its dump, in my opinion, is first off, in the chat, a lot of people were sharing a lot of the movement was from very large wallets. So it could be just some whales moving money around and whatnot. But really with the rebased tokens, what happens is that when we get close to peg, so we were right here, we were very close to peg at the 1.4. So that's the SDR rate. Once we actually break below peg, we're in negative rebase territory. And for a lot of these people, the negative rebases, they don't want to hold coins that have negative rebases. They only want the positive rebase. When we're in the negative rebase territory, it can incentivize people to sell their positions. So that's really the main thing. But unlike Ample, Mark has a much faster negative rebase period. So it should bounce back up to peg relatively quickly. And it's only at 1.23. And it's still holding at 20 million market cap, which is very good. So you can see based off the market cap, we've kind of found a little support level at 20 million, 17, 20 around here. So I don't think it's too much to worry about. Yeah, and I think a main issue with Mark too right at the moment is if we look at the market, it's obviously only on Uniswap. And there is some volume on 1inch actually as well. But really for big players to come into Mark, like if we go to their Twitter, let me pull that up. This is the main thing that I think is holding Mark back right now, besides other developments coming out and exchange listings. Because coins don't need an exchange listing. If there's enough liquidity on Uniswap, they can do very well. But let me just show you guys, if we go to the benchmark protocol and compare the TVL to the price, let's just go to the press real quick. I'm not going to show the press actually because it's kind of a waste of time. But basically, the amount of liquidity that's in Mark right now is about like 4 million for the Uniswap LPs. And for a lot of like very large players, like someone, for example, wanted to buy $1 million worth of Mark with that low of liquidity, it's a bit scary for them. And also with that low liquidity, we're going to see dumps be able to happen a lot faster. So really the main issue at the moment is high or low liquidity. That's why the benchmark team, just pull up the page, they tweeted it. Effective immediately rewards in the price have been increased by 30%, and they increased it by 25% a few days ago as well. And they also added a WBTC pool. So really the team understands, they know that we need more liquidity, and that's one of the big issues facing it right now. And it's not a huge issue, but it is something that they will need in the future. Chad Conrad, are you familiar with DXE? No, I'm not. I can check it out real quick. DEXE. Okay, 25 million market cap. Been around since October. Okay. Binance listing as well. It's interesting. And only 25 million with the Binance listing. Was that, do you know if the Binance listing was recent? I don't know anything about this coin, so I couldn't answer that, but if this data is right, here the circulating supply compared to total supply that's kind of concerning. It's basically like 3% the supply is out right now. Or yes, is right there. But let's see what it is. Kurok says, yo. What's up, man? Did you change your profile picture? I remember it being something different. DeFi social trading. DXC.network or DEX is a decentralized social trading platform designed to copy the best trader strategy. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's other coins out there like this. Copy traders and whatnot. It's not something I'd really be interested in doing myself. Like I've said before with the whole copy trading funds, I'm looking for something that's, more passive. So more of like a index fund where just tracks index and there's no active trader behind it. Yeah, no problem with the feedback. That's fine. But really something like this, if they had like a very good token model, something that really generated fees, maybe I would go into it. But create your personalized trading token, copy other wallets, save and multiply your assets. You can have tokens from different traders. So the benefits of the token: hold, send, give your traders labeled tokens, send the traders tokens wherever you want. And copying will continue saving commissions, DEX, smart contract, copying pools. Cecil, yeah, we've looked at FXF on the past few streams. I think FXF, I was expecting it to break out and go up, but actually I think it dipped. I haven't really been following it too much, but FXF fundamentally does look very strong. So I have been checking that one out. We can look at it in a minute. Let's just check out a little bit more of the DX or DEXE. So they have a legitimate team, a bunch of partners. Yeah, you know what? I'll keep this one in mind. I don't have too much interest in it, but if, again, they have a really good token model or enough traffic, then yeah, something like this could do good. Choose the best traders, like your assets in the smart contract. So people already do this. If you guys do not know, like with what front running is, you can just go on Etherscan and find people's wallets. For example, like this last Mark dump, benchmark protocol. I could go on Etherscan, look at his wallet, and just copy what he's doing manually. I wouldn't have to use a platform like this and probably pay additional fees. So there are ways around this. Just so you guys know, if you're really interested in doing copy trading, you can just find someone's wallet who does very well and copy them. I mean, there's people on Twitter that I follow where it's their handle on Twitter, their username is actually their Ethereum address. So you can just copy what they're doing in real time. So there's already options to do this. Let's take a look at FXF real quick, because that was something I was following. And I think it did dump. We can see if it went back up. 14 viewers now. It's pretty good. The other day, I streamed for 7 hours straight, and I got like 10 views. So we're already breaking that. It's very good. Let's check out FXF. Okay, yeah, so this is what I was looking at in the last stream. We were looking at it here, and it was making this very familiar pattern at launch. Something like Paid Network did the same thing, so it just broke right out. FXF actually had a dip down, but we rebounded. So yeah, again, man, fundamentally it's a good coin. I have not taken a position just because my portfolio. I just like my portfolio right now. I haven't been adding new coins, but again, I could be adding something soon. You never know. Are you familiar with CVP Power Pool? I am not. And what I do, guys, in all my streams is I make notes. So if you guys miss the stream or tune out or whatever, what I'm going to do is I'll pull it up right now on my notepad. All the coins that I go over or like, I do it in ascending order. So like the number one coin I found on stream or we went over will be the top coin here. But I share this to my Telegram chat after my streams are over. So if you guys want to like have a stream highlight and see the coins that we went over that I like the most, all you have to do is go to Telegram. I'll have this list there. And again, the one on top will be my favorite, and then it'll be in descending order. So let's look at CVP Power Pool for Kirox Crypto. Ranked 330. Wow. Went from about 15 million market cap to 60. So pretty much fixed. Or 4x, sorry, that was very bad math. Okay, so it's listed on Binance. Let's close this out real quick. Power Pool accumulates governance power in Ethereum-based protocol, so it's a governance thing. And really, guys, I think governance tokens are important, but in general, governance tokens are not something that I'm super bullish on because really, voting for governance is not something that's super important. There's not too much value actually in that. So the Power Pool is a protocol for pooling governance tokens such as Comp, Balancer, LEN, YFI, BZRX. Any others? Now that my already. Okay, this makes sense. The significant share of such tokens don't provide any income. Okay, based off these 2 points, I agree with this. That makes sense. Such tokens for the minority of holders is close to 0. Yep. Protocol allows the token holders to lend, pool, borrow governance tokens, get income from it, accumulate governance power and protocols based on Ethereum. Okay, so I kind of like what they're trying to do here. Apply to waiting list. Okay, so it's not actually out yet. So, or no, they have an app. So you go to app. So I can hear that dog barking outside. One of my neighbors has this little dog that likes to bark all night long. It's very annoying. Okay, so there's already governance voting. I wonder if they use Snapshot or what exactly they do. But yeah, this is interesting. Thanks for suggesting this, Kirox. It's probably not something I'd be interested in investing in because I'm more into the DeFi space, but I'll definitely keep this one in mind as it could be a good play. Let's more of the comments. Yeah. Your opinions on the 20K East following BTC projections, following BTC's previous bull run models. Yeah, going to 20K for ETH. The thing is that the institutions right now, they're buying Bitcoin. We know that. They see Bitcoin as a store of value. It's deflationary. It's like the gold. There's lots of hype around it. Ethereum, it takes a lot more to understand Ethereum. Like if you think about Bitcoin, it's taken years for the institutions to catch on to that. And Ethereum is there's way more complications and way more complexity to Ethereum than Bitcoin. So I think it'd be pretty unlikely if Ethereum hit 20K. Let's just look at the math real quick for that. So Ethereum is at just see what the market cap would be because I can compare that to Bitcoin times 208. Yeah, no, I think there's no way Ethereum's going to 20K. I mean, maybe like long-term future, 10 years from now, but that would put it at a $2 trillion market cap, which would be basically, I believe, more than Apple right now. And Ethereum is a bit inflationary as well, so I would not really agree with those projections. I think that's a bit too absurd. I think something more like 5K is a lot more realistic. But yeah, that's off the top of my head, that's my thoughts. I don't really speculate too much on the Ethereum and Bitcoin price, to be honest. Jay the Dipper, thanks for tuning in, man. You were on the last one. I appreciate it. Thanks for the stream. Are you in any NFT or insurance projects? I'm in zero NFT or insurance projects at the moment. I looked into Scene. I tried to kind of get involved with the team because my strategy with a lot of investing, and I've talked about this before, is actually like getting to know the project you're investing in and what their intentions are and how they actually are as real people is important to me. I want to know whose product I'm buying. And with Scene, I tried to talk to their team. They were pretty cool, but I didn't really hit it off too well with them. But they did have one guy named Jigsaw, and I've been doing him on a podcast. And, it is a pretty low cap coin. And I do like what they're doing with Scene because they're actually sending out letters of authentication or certificates, COAs. So if you buy an NFT on Scene, they'll actually mail you a COA, which is pretty cool. So I looked into buying this one, but I never did. And there's a lot of hype around NFTs right now, but still, I just haven't really caught on to it. Anybody in Zero Exchange, cross-chain DEX on Avalanche? Yeah, Jamie's. I actually made a short-term trade on Zero, but I basically had weak hands and FUD'd out because there was some pretty serious FUD on Zero. If you do not know, I'll actually show you it right now, Jamie, because it's something you should know about. I'm not FUDding the token, but people they just ignore FUD, which I think is idiotic. If there's FUD, you should look into it and see if it's actually real. But real quick, let me take a sip of my coffee and I'll show you what the FUD is on Zero. Oh, and Craig said try the Telegram, Twitter link on YouTube. Doesn't seem to link. Yeah, let me make sure. That could be, maybe it's wrong. Yeah, let me check that out real quick. Sorry about that, man. Let's go to my profile. No, it works. Yeah, that should work for you. So I don't know what the deal is on your end. Oh yeah, but let's go to what I was talking about with the Zero. See if I can find the FUD. I forgot what it was. Basically, what they were saying was that on Zero Exchange, there was basically Zero is using relayers for the data, and the company that they said they were using the relayers for, the company that was setting up the relayers, actually did not. They were saying that Zero lied about it, that Zero had no affiliation with them, and Zero was lying about it. And I looked into it, and a lot of people agreed with it. And I made a short-term profit on it. I think I made like 25% or something like that on Zero, and I just got out of it. But I'm guessing I'm talking about Zero.exchange and not the other Zero. Let me make sure. I really do want to find the article, though. The guy basically exposed them for it. And the team, too, like on the Telegram chat for Zero, was very unresponsive and anonymous. But yeah, I guess I could hold this for longer. If we go to, I can show you guys where I entered and exited on Zero. Let's just let the data pull up here. Yeah, I think I bought in like here, sold there or something. And now with all the Avalanche push, it's definitely gone from 6 cents to 20 cents. Yeah, so it's gone a bit crazy. But again, the whole relayer thing really made me FUD out. But let's move on to the next column to see what you guys are saying. Sorry, I spent a bit of too much time on that one, but thanks for the comment, Jamie. What's your thought on PokerMarket, ICO, and PokerStarter? I'm pretty bullish on PokerStarter, but at the same time, I do see similarities with PokerStarter and the ICO craze of 2017. So I do think that a lot of these projects have done very well. Sorry about that. My mic cut out for a second. But yeah, the PokeStarter, I'm a bit cautious because pretty much all the PokeStarter projects have been pumping like crazy right at launch. And it's only a matter of time before they stop doing that. But there's definitely some good ones on there. Craig says last stream you had a look at Cyberfy. Just wondering if you had any further thoughts or if anyone else has a thought. No, not really. Cyberfy, the main thing with it is they still haven't developed their product yet. So really you're taking a gamble on the team. Cyberfy does seem very interesting. Thanks for Tixel. Yeah, let's see how Tixel is done. Is it gone up or something? I don't follow it. I never ended up buying. Wow. Yeah, I should have taken my own advice on this one because I was covering Tixel. I think I covered it mid-January. It definitely wasn't before this, or it was before this pump. So it went from 5 cents to 50, so 10x. Wow. Yeah, no problem, man. Tixel, I kind of knew would do well because of what they were developing and how low of a market cap it was. But again, I definitely should have taken my own advice. And this is a coin too that right now it's still only at 28 million market cap. With what they're trying to do with the Autobahn network, it definitely could go a lot higher. But definitely take some profit if you've made these kind of gains because that's pretty ridiculous. LP and CVP, it's been quite rewarding. Craig, what's the LP that you're in? Just curious. I'm not going to go in and dilute your share or anything, but is it a CVP-ETH LP or something? Because that's kind of my strategy too. Because if you guys, when you think about the LPs, the liquidity pool positions, you do get half the gains, but you also get half the losses. So really by entering into a lot of LPs towards the peak of the market, when the market does crash, you won't see as much of a loss in your portfolio if you're more in LPs rather than just holding tokens. And that's basically talking about LPs that are half of a stable coin. That's mainly the type of LPs I do. So like a USDC or a DAI LP, not a ETH-LP. Grayscale just bought 53K ETH. Cool, I did not know that. There is a small interest of some institutions, but I also do think that 20K is too much. Yeah, 20K is just a bit ridiculous in my opinion. Yeah, I was reading up on Raoul Paul's Metcalfe's law ideas on ETH, and it's interesting, but I think 20K is a bit up there. But who knows, maybe ETH 2.0 helps. Yes, I am desperately waiting for ETH 2.0, especially with everyone going to Binance Smart Chain. Binance Smart Chain is good and it's fast, but I just prefer if everything stays on Ethereum, to be honest. 32 ETH seems to correlate back to 1 BTC in value. It's probably true. Let's see if we have more questions. Honestly, I like his theory on Metcalfe's law. I remember that. Talk about Reef. I've already talked about Reef on other streams, and I just, to be honest, I don't really have any like interesting or unique opinions on Reef, so I wouldn't listen to myself about Reef, to be honest. Alistair, what's up, man? Just tried the links again for my phone. Any about section on the channel? Still nothing. Perhaps it's on my end. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird, man. I don't know what the deal is. Robin, shared you and UNEX channel, like the live stream. Thanks, man. Thanks a lot for spreading the word about my channel. I really appreciate that. Helps out what I'm doing big time. A project called Kylan. The token is not out yet. I think it's Oracle. Yeah, the Oracles, I mean, the thing with the Oracles is they are all competing against Link, which is like the big papa. It will be hard to take him down or eat up Link's market share. But we can take a look at that. The token's not out yet. Kylan. I can just Google it and see what pops up. Kylan network. Building a cross-chain platform powering the data economy on Polkadot. So it's like a cross-chain Oracle. Yeah, it seems like it could be worth looking into, especially because you found it and it's not out yet. So good on you for finding that. Add it to the list. Have you looked into Spice? Yeah, I checked out Spice. I actually really do like Spice. Look at it again. I thought about buying some the other day. And Spice is just it's a fund, from my understanding. Or no, I was not looking at buying Spice. I was looking at the sci-fi index is what I was looking at buying. Craig, you're in the CVP ETH LP. What's the APY on that? What DeFi token are you most excited for? In terms of being out, or in terms of not being out, I'm pretty excited to see what Andre's new project, Dairy Swap, is going to come out to be. I mean, that could be pretty big, and I'm sure it'll have yield aggregation properties to it. And he makes awesome projects. So I'm really excited to see what Dairy comes out to be again. Router could be an interesting DeFi application. That's like kind of on the forefront. And then Benchmark Protocol, if you guys know I talk about that all the time, but they're building a DeFi marketplace for rebasing tokens, and I'm a big fan of rebasing tokens. So that's definitely one I'm really excited for as well. DSLA. Yeah, I looked at DSLA forever ago. I've been hearing people talk about it recently. Yeah, it's still very low market cap. Check it out real quick. If you had $100 to invest today, what would you pick? Thanks for the comment, linked. Appreciate it. So to be honest, for me, if I'm only investing $100, I'd be going highest risk, highest reward for sure. So I'd find the lowest market cap riskiest token I could, but not something I think is garbage. So I'd look at low market cap coins for sure for a level like that. But also at the same time, right now, if I'm being realistic about a $100 investment at the moment, with the gas fees, investing in those really small market cap coins, they're all on Uniswap. So with the gas fees, you're gonna be spending $50 just to get in. So it wouldn't even be worth it. So you'd probably have to buy a coin based off a centralized exchange or Binance just because of the gas fees. So really, I don't know what coins are on Binance because like my gut feeling based off your answer would be something like ITS or like a pre-sale. But again, with the gas, it's not going to be worth it. So you'd have to pick a coin off Binance. So maybe a coin like, let's see here, or probably a BC, yeah, probably a Binance Smart Chain token. That's probably my answer to your question. Because right now on Ethereum with the fees, you're not going to be able to make any money. So in my opinion, a new hot Binance Smart Chain token such as BSCX maybe or Cake, something like that would probably be your best bet for $100 investment. STBC airdrop incoming probably 23rd gas-free token or gas fee token. That's pretty sweet, Robin. If you don't mind, send me a link to that in my Telegram chat. I'd love to check it out because that's something that we could all probably take advantage of. What's the advantage of rebasing tokens over standard ones? There's a lot of advantages, but basically you have completely fair inflation and deflation. So normally with coins, like for example, a lot of the ones, your share of the network gets diluted over time. Like that what was that coin we were looking at earlier? We're looking at a coin where only 2% of the supply was out. So if you buy into that coin right now with 2% of the supply out, your share of the network, which is what you care about as an investor the most, is going to get diluted. So with rebasing tokens, because of the rebase function, first off, it stabilizes the price. But secondly, your share of the network never gets diluted because the inflation happens equally to everyone as well as the deflation. So that's kind of the main aspects I like about the rebasing tokens. When looking for projects, do you go through the CoinGecko list page 6 or 7 or the recent people on Twitter? So Jamie, to answer your question, there are a few sources I can give you. So first off, CoinGecko Yeah, you can go to the recently added. That's actually how I've found a few that I invested in. You just go to recently added right here, and it shows the new ones that have been added. And be careful though, a lot of these recently added ones are absolute garbage coins, so keep that in mind. You can go to the people I follow on Twitter, there's put them on there. But really some of the best sources I can show you right now are these Telegram groups that I would recommend joining. Let me just find them real quick on my other screen. So let's go to my archived chats because I don't look at them anymore. So these are like very like Deegan groups. These are guys who pump these low cap coins, but they find some gems in here. So this one, for example, Gem Collectors, you can join this one as well as the Goodfellas and Infinity Gains. I mean, this has 17,000 members. So these chats are extremely hard to keep up with. But if you're someone who's really motivated to find low cap coins, for example, this chat, if you stay in this chat all day, someone in the chat is bound to mention a few coins that are going to be amazing investments. So I would utilize these resources as well as the people who I follow on Twitter are good as well. This one's not bad either, but Gem Collectors, Infinity Gains, Goodfellas. Keep in mind, these guys do pump and dump coins too, so they are risky. I'm not saying you should just buy coins based off of this, but it is a good way to find some information. Speaking of ITS, when are they planning to roll out Rena? I think Rena should be rolled out by the end of the month. Obviously, we don't know, but they are very close to finishing it. And yeah, actually with Rena, there's like some information that I found that's not out yet, but all I can say really is that their team is actually very solid. Like I was iffy about ITS and Rena, but once I actually saw the people who are working on it and saw their LinkedIns and whatnot, and that they're real people, they have some very, very talented people working on Rena. So I think it's going to be very big. And their team is actually like 15 people now. So they have a lot of power behind it. And, with them, I don't really care if it takes 2 more months for it to roll out because I'm overall bullish on the project and like I explain in other videos. With the burn function of ITS, over time, it's just going to keep appreciating in value. So I'd rather them spend the time to make ITS perfect and just be patient about it. But yes, I do think it could happen by the end of February. Thoughts on XTC? First off, let's look at DSLA. Contracts to hedge against staking infrastructure risk. Yeah, I looked at this forever ago. I forgot what it was about. So it says add native risk management and programmatic insurance capabilities to your applications and network infrastructures. Deliver services that fail gracefully. I wonder why it pumped so much recently. Maybe there was an exchange listing or something. No, it's still just on DEXs. Blixi is garbage. I would never use Blixi. Yeah, I just don't know enough about DSLA. But if you are really bullish on it and like have a reason as to why you think it'd be good, feel free to let me know and I can see if I agree with what you're saying based off the roadmap. Polkadot and Parachain Scalability Prediction Platform. Okay, so they're going over to Polkadot as well. And they're making SDKs available too. Wow, okay. Yeah, I mean, this could be good. Again, I need to understand exactly what the token does because I just don't. So the problem, as users outsource increasingly more functions of their lives, businesses to third parties, they need better ways to manage their exposure to third-party infrastructure risk. Guarantees. So it's kind of like a pseudo insurance platform almost, where it's not insurance, it's just protection. Cryptographic proofs, permissionless protection, bilateral claims, permitted insurance. So it's like a new type of insurance platform. I mean, the SLA looks a lot different too from few months ago when I looked at it. But yeah, I'll keep this one in mind. I'm still not super into it, but keep it in mind. Good comment. Okay, let's see what the new comments are. Thoughts on XDC Zinfin. Never heard of it. I can check it out. Zinfin Network XDC. Okay, so this is it's an interesting chart right here for sure. Okay, so it's a delegated proof of stake consensus network. Okay, good fees, low TPS or high TPS, sorry. The thing with this is like if you look at Solana or Avalanche, there is a lot of projects that have a superior network than Ethereum, have the faster TPS and whatnot. It's just a matter of are developers actually going to use it. So just off the bat with this one, I'd have to research it and see if there's high demand to actually use this product, and if it, is it going to be easier for developers to use, or are developers going to have more freedom with it, and what the deal is with it. But this it seems like it could be a good one, good suggestion. The chart though is weird. I would not really feel comfortable investing this time. I mean, it's a bullish pattern for sure, but it could go bad pretty quickly. Good suggestion. 19 viewers now. Thank you guys for tuning into the stream. I really appreciate it. If you guys are watching the stream, please drop a like on it. It helps out the algorithm and whatnot. And that would really be a good thing for me, and I would appreciate it. DHT D-Hedge is an index you might like. DHT D-Hedge. Sounds cool. Invest like the best decentralized hedge funds on Ethereum. Is this kind of like Enzyme? Might kind of be like Enzyme. Supported by Bitscale, Continue. So they have a lot of support. They have synthetic assets. Zero slippage. Wow. If you guys do not understand what slippage is, it's basically when you buy an asset, your buy order changes the price of it because there's not enough liquidity. But yeah, this seems cool. I like the website design. It's definitely competing against something like Enzyme. I'd have to see what makes it different than Enzyme before I'd buy it. But maybe if they have really good funds, it could be interesting. Yang, the Asian quant. Let's see what the rewards are. It's only at 26 million market cap. Yeah, this could be, I like this one a lot, actually. This is kind of right up my alley. And you can earn 100% APY right now for staking. Based on 2-year lockup, not including, okay, so you got to lock it for 2 years, I guess. If you have it locked up for 2 years, I probably wouldn't do it because that's a pretty long time. Staking rewards in ERC20 Turnio. Most projects are overvalued. Yeah, I would mostly agree. But at the same time, everything's just inflated due to, all the governments around the world is printing money. So they might appear overvalued, but they could also just be a little bit inflated. So let's go back. Check out the performance mining. Earn DHT rewards when you invest in pools and the hedge platform that have good performance. So that's interesting. If the fund you invest in has good performance, you earn DHT tokens. Okay, that's cool. I like it. It's a high fee there. So this one's actually managed by DHedge, SNX Debt Pool, Mirror, and they hold 0% of the pool, and there's 0 fees on it. Wow. I like that. The 0 fee pool is run by a bot that continuously mirrors the distribution of synths with the synthetic protocol. It's run by the DHedge DAO as a service for synthetic to synthetic community. This one's really cool, actually. I like this one a lot. And this is what I'm looking for, really, something that's passively managed. I don't want an active manager. I want something that just tracks a certain aspect of the market. Mostly US dollar, Ethereum, Bitcoin, inverse Bitcoin. So it's hedging against Bitcoin and Ethereum itself within the portfolio, and a little bit of a DeFi index. Yeah, this one's sweet. Good find. Who commented this again? I forgot who commented it, but very good find. Like, this is definitely something I'd be interested in. I think it could be a good thing to cash out on, especially for altcoins. I bet it's the top of the list, my favorite so far. The only thing I have to worry about, or not worry about, but consider is how much is the gas to actually invest. But your investment is locked for 24 hours after investment. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, it's done well. Okay, let's look at some of the comments. What do you think about Shield Protocol, newest on Gecko? I actually saw that. That caught my eye. You can go back to that real quick. Sorry if you guys can hear that dog yapping in the background. I just got a puppy recently, and he doesn't like to be left alone for too long. Let's see here. It's on Binance Smart Chain. It was just released and it's pumping. So yeah, I would not buy it at the current moment just because I don't usually buy coins that are immediately released. I wait a little bit. Let's close out a DHedge. So far, this is my favorite one. I really like this one. XFIN seems interesting. DSLA, I just don't understand it, to be honest. I haven't done enough research on it. Enable security and keep your secrets on blockchain. So BSC, yeah, this one could be good because from what I've read, there's actually a lot of rug pulls and scams on the Binance Smart Chain. And I don't know of any other insurance platforms on it. So right off the bat, this looks good. Our target is 4 billion plus internet users, social, crypto, and financial accounts. 600,000 raised in total. Earn Bake with Bake Shield BLP. Did they have a team or is it anonymous? Let's see here. No single node controlling the data transaction and data records. No internet censorship. Okay. So no LinkedIn for someone. This looks good, but a few things with the website seem a bit sketchy to me. But yeah, Shield seems interesting. Maybe I'll look into it deeper. Right now, I'm just maybe just gonna buy some D-Hedge, man. Looks good. Okay, let's see the comments. Did you hear about UOP tokenizing songs for transparency in music industry? I might look at that, but to be honest, that's something I'm just not interested in because I don't think we need to tokenize everything. But Cogwoon, is ITS a long-term hold for you? Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say as long as the liquidity stays there and the team is involved, and especially if if Rena becomes a majorly used or a AMM that sees a lot of volume, then there'd be no point in me selling ITS because Rena will just keep the burn function going and make the price higher and higher. So yes, as long as the volume is there, I'm going to hold ITS for the long term, which in crypto for me is about a year. Shield Protocol, yeah. What are your thoughts on Mana from Linked? You can look at Mana. Oh, Decentraland. Yeah, I'm not invested in Mana. The whole virtual reality thing, that's kind of out of my scope. Not saying that it could be a bad investment, but I just don't know enough about the virtual reality stuff. What is with Swingbee? Looks good. I heard someone talk about Swingbee the other day. 282, so it's probably been pumping like, yeah, wow. 8x. Yeah, for me, I wouldn't invest. That's not my style, is to try and catch pumps. So I wouldn't invest. We can just look at what it is real quick. Swingbee.network. Close out Shield. 20 watchers now. Thank you guys for joining the stream. If you were new to the stream, please drop a like on this video. It really helps me out a lot. And we're going to go over some more coins and whatnot. I'm just answering questions. It's kind of a chill stream, so nothing formal. It's going over things in the market and whatnot. The Warp Speed protocol to move Bitcoins to wrap BTC. I mean, that already exists. Like, you can already use different protocols to make wrap BTC. Without a trusted party. You can earn 34.8% APR by staking. Yeah, I mean, this already exists. Like, you can already wrap BTC. I don't see how it's different. Maybe it's wrapping for cross-chain as well. That could be what it is. When Chaos mainnet launches, I want to have some meta node and earn up to. Okay. Yeah, this seems very tech heavy, so it's something I have to sit down and look at for an hour or two, make my full opinions. I'm not going to really say anything because really the point of the stream is to take quick glances at coins because when I make a video about a coin or something, I really spend a lot of time on it, and I can't really make an opinion at looking at something for 5 minutes. So this seems interesting, but again, there already are platforms that do WBTC. I have to figure out what makes it different. Okay, let's see the new comments. OG added message retracted. Sorry about that. Don't know what happened there. Can EGLD be ETH? Probably not. Oh yeah, one more. Turnio Q1 debit cards are coming to Europe. Stake EG, staking rewards, and ERC20 Turnio. So I'm guessing let me look at Turnio. I can check that out. And yeah, I do think the cards will be big. But at the same time, I wouldn't want a debit card. If I'm using some sort of crypto payment card, I'd want a credit card, not debit, because of just the security features of credit card is a lot more secure to use than debit. Because if someone takes your credit card and spends a ton of money on it, it's not your money, so it's not to worry. But if, for example, your debit card had no spend limit on it, and someone stole your debit card with all your crypto on it, that could be a huge disaster. So really, I'm not looking for the debit cards, but the credit for crypto, something I could be interested in the future. Turnio Rake 953, sitting at a 4 million market cap with only 30,000 in trading volume. And it looks like right now it's just been, someone's just been scalping it. This could just be bots playing each other. And it's been out since September. Wow. So it was pretty dead, to be honest. It was at a market cap of, let's see here. So it broke past 10 million somehow. Let's see what happened with it real quick. Can you drop your Twitter handle? Yep, I'll do that real quick. Let me just pull up my Twitter. Oh yeah, kind of forgot what my handle was for a second. Let's go back to Turnio. I bought a couple projects in Usopp I haven't really talked about, but will be. Yeah, I passed on Snow too, of course. And it's funny because a lot of these videos a lot of these coins I made videos on, but I just never bought it myself. It's weird. We empower companies to be their own bank. Okay, that's been done before. Coins is the only company enabling users to hold crypto until the point of sale. So really with the whole crypto card, crypto.com, I tried it. I hated it. I hated the website. They spammed my email. Did not like crypto.com. Just wasn't worth it for me. There definitely is a war to see who's going to be the next Visa or MasterCard for cryptocurrencies. That definitely will happen. I don't know if it'll be this one. It really depends on the deals they get with governments and whatnot, because using credit debit cards, you have to do things by the books for sure. And which cards work the best, which cards have the best rewards. There's cards with 1.5 or 3% cash back and whatnot. So yeah, I don't have much to say on this one. Notice you have quite a few wallets. What wallets better fees than MetaMask? What do you mean by that? I do have multiple wallets. You're just looking up here. Yeah, that's just a Binance Smart Chain wallet. So yes, that would have better fees than MetaMask. I think SwingBee is interesting DeFi project. The resistance is broken. Do you like ZenFuse? I've never looked into ZenFuse, but I can check it out. Cheaper fees, yeah, you'll find cheaper fees on Binance Smart Chain. And really the wallet isn't what determines the fees. It's whether you're doing it on network or on chain. Proton, we looked at Proton the other day. We can look at it again. So Zenfuse.io. Sorry about the dog again. It's pretty annoying. Revolutionary trading platform. The website for this is very well done. You can see right here, rebalancing your portfolio. That's a very cool feature. The only thing for this is whether or not they hold your keys or do you hold your own keys. This is like a new wallet/trading platform, but it looks very good. I'd have to see what the purpose of their token is and the tokenomic structure. Let's see. Okay, so it's at about a fourth of the supply is out right now. But Fluida Luda, it's still only at 61 million. Has some decent volume. Been pumping like crazy, but still it's only at 15 million market cap. Yeah, good find. I like this one a lot. I don't know if I'd use it because if it's one of those ones that they hold your keys for you, it's less attractive to me. But with these new features, this would be something new because other ones don't have like rebalance features and stuff like that. Order history, over-the-counter orders, trailing stop orders, panic sell button. All markets are red. Just press one button to protect your funds. So that would probably be like a USDC out where everything just goes to USDC. Yeah, good find, man. I like this one a lot. Let's see the current partner. Our team consists of professionals with extensive experience in the crypto industry. Each of us has our own unique experience of working on digital products in different directions. Okay. So they have LinkedIn's. They have a white paper too. Okay, cool. This is one that I might actually read the white paper of because I'm just very interested in it. But yeah, good find. I'm gonna add this to top of the list, or not the top. I'll do the below the DHedge because I still like DHedge a bit more. But I think these platforms have a lot of use in the space right now. Okay, so let's go back to the comments. I can't wait for UNCX to start moving. Moonstrucker Crypto, Jin to buying UNCX. And yeah, I haven't even bought UNCX, but I really should have when I covered it, of course. But again, like with UNCX, it's only at 161 with a supply of only 48,650 with the burn function. And UNCX, it's a platform that has really used to it. Like people are gonna, because there's always new cryptos coming out. Even if the market gets red, even if the market goes bearish, there's always going to be new crypto projects being released, and they can always use something like Unicrypt to build support or build trust for their investors. So yeah, I think it's solid. I was actually thinking about buying some today. I can't wait for UNCX to start moving. Yeah, CTSI, crypto, what's your take? Check that out. Sorry again about the dog, guys. Just bear with me on that. I got this puppy, and he's a puppy, so he likes to bark all the time and whatnot. Barnbridge, bro. Yeah, Barnbridge is pretty sweet. Hey, bro, can you see technical for XPS? Yeah, let me check out this one, CTSI, real quick, because I already said I would. Cartesi. Code smart contract for Python. Wow. Holy crap. So I'm not a computer science guy or developer, but I do know that part of the issue with the low supply of developers in the crypto space, because really a lot of these projects just have 2 or 3 developers, is most of these smart contracts are coded with Solidity, to my knowledge. And Python is huge. Like everyone I know, like all my friends and whatnot who work as developers or programmers, they all know how to use Python, but none of them really know how to use Solidity. So something like this, code smart contract with Python. Yeah, this could be very, very bullish. Again, though, it depends on how their token structure works. Really good find, though, man. Really good find, Mr. Jojo. The chart, I'm not a TA guy. I am definitely more of a fundamental investor, but I mean, the chart does matter. So yeah, maybe look for a cool down. Market cap of 69 million. So how I normally do it is I kind of do like a comparables evaluation. So with comparables, I make my comparable data. So I'll take data from different coins that are similar and compare it and basically value it based off the market cap or other ratios, not necessarily just the chart. Like I don't just look at the chart. I think the numbers are a bit better than the chart generally. But yeah, this coin I'm definitely going to look into and see how good it works. Maybe run it by some of my friends who use Python and see what they think of it, because this could be absolutely huge for this space. Let's go back. This one's going on top just because I know that moving from Solidity over to Python would be so big because Python is like one of the first programming languages you use. Really like that one. Benchmark protocol, Irwin. I'm sure you're probably trolling because I talk about that coin every single time I stream, and that's like my favorite token that I talk about all the time. But yeah, that's we had a pretty big dip today, but I'm not worried at all. But yes. Thoughts on Enzyme? I feel like they have a reputable team that's capable behind Mono. Yeah, Enzyme is pretty sweet. I actually have a few friends or people that I know have made their own funds. I haven't invested into the funds yet because it costs a lot of gas, but as you guys build your portfolios, because that's the main purpose of my channel, is some people are looking for quick pump and dump, quick cash, but really the purpose of my channel is to use strategies to just keep building your portfolio. Like the goal is from 10 years from now, just have a giant cryptocurrency portfolio. Erwin, sorry, I'm new. Oh yeah, if you're new, man, I talk about benchmark protocol all the time. Like that's I buy today for the dip. Nice, man. Yeah, I actually thought about buying some more. I've been holding benchmark since the fair launch, so for me, it's not worrisome the dip at all. But I thought about adding more to my position today, actually. But yes, I'm very bullish on that coin. And they burn a lot in April if the old tokens aren't swapped for the new ones. 6,200 tokens are still in the contract. Moonstriker, are you referring to Unicrypt? And they may burn, okay, a lot in April. The old tokens aren't swapped for the new ones. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, that's some fundamentals right there. What crypto is now on top of your list? In terms of this list, it's Cartesi. But this list, again, it's in descending order from my favorites. We talked about in the stream, these favorites. This list, again, will be listed on my Telegram channel. So if you guys want to find this list, just join my Telegram chat, which will be linked down below. Yeah, it's in the comments, or the description, sorry. 25 viewers now. Thank you guys for joining the stream. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure you drop a like on it. It helps out the algorithm and whatnot, and I really do appreciate it. What's your strategy for the next big crash? 75%. Try to time it or just hold. My strategy, so my portfolio is a 40-60 split. So if you guys are familiar with like traditional investing in the stock market, the 40-60 stock and bond split is like the classic. You put 40% in long-term debt, so like long-term corporate bonds, and 60% the S&P 500. That's like the classic go-to investment strategy. And I do something kind of similar with my crypto. I do 40% in stablecoins, interest-bearing stablecoins such as Aave, interest-bearing and whatnot, or yield farming. And then I do 60% in volatile assets, and that's broken down to different sectors as well. But really, once it gets more bearish, I might just flip it to 60% stablecoins, or what you could call bonds, and then 40%, regular coins. So that's my strategy for the bear market. So I'm not just holding it for sure, but I'm not going to exit out into fiat. I'm just going to move around more into stablecoins. Nice. Waiting for the start of marketing campaign. Sorry for English. No worries, man. Yeah, Benchmark, there's still so much development to happen. I mean, there's a lot of good things coming, and it's not even on an exchange. And really, compared to Ample, it does have a lot of better features. So I think we will eat up some of Ample's market cap for sure. And that is one of those coins that I have no problem holding for a year just because I really like the team and what they're doing. Moonstriker Crypto, April 15th. Okay, so I'll keep that in mind. I'll actually write that down in the notes. Good information, man. Appreciate it. Benchmark Protocol have opened a position for a marketing officer. Yeah, I saw that. I think they had a marketing officer that they might have let go or something. But yeah, they're definitely doing more marketing, which is good because a lot of coins, all that matters is marketing. But as always, I'm more interested in the fundamentals of things. Carl Monti says Chromia. I'm guessing that's a coin. We can check it out real quick. CHR. Wow, 29 viewers, guys. Thank you for joining the chat. I think it's the most views I've ever had. I don't think I've ever had 29 viewers. That's great. Very exciting for me as I'm a very small YouTuber still at this time. What coins made you the most money? Doesn't matter if you withdrew profits or not. If I didn't withdraw, I don't know. For withdrawing, what coin made me the most profit was back in 2017. Yeah, probably Ripple in 2017. I bought Ripple at like, I think a little bit below 20 cents and sold. I sold, I don't know if it was like 3.15. I know it was over $3, but I got extremely lucky. Like I actually buying the bottom and selling the top. It really does come down to a lot of luck in crypto. But I want to say that's probably the highest gain I've made. In terms of withdrawing it or not, I just don't count that. If you don't withdraw it, it's not even real. It's all impermanent. But Ripple, I did cash out, so that's probably the most gain I've made. I've probably made higher gains in coins where I held for too long, but I just don't count that because it doesn't matter. But yeah, let's check out Chromium real quick. The relational blockchain platform that makes sense. Okay. We call it a relational. Blockchain is all about using our knowledge and experience of combining blockchain traditional databases, creating something that people actually can relate to. Seems a bit ambitious, I guess. Have some backers. It's interesting to me is, these institutions or these VCs or, private equity firms, when are they going to exit their positions? That's what I'm always thinking about. But yeah, this one I guess we can look into deeper. Off the bat, doesn't really seem like something I'd be interested in investing in. But again, I don't understand it enough to make a clear decision, but I can add it at the bottom of the list because I just don't really understand people all the time. I think best performance can start with, or one big crypto like ETH or BTC lose attention. Yeah, that's true. That can happen. It'd be great if you can do a vid on CTSI for the Python combo with your friends. Yeah, man, that's actually a really good idea. Because again, I'm like more of like the traditional financial person, but I definitely have some friends who are super coder people, which I'm not. But I'm gonna run it by them because they would understand it better than I would. But I do know that, again, there's a huge barrier to entry to coding smart contracts. Like there's very little smart contract developers compared to just normal developers, but that's mainly because of Solidity. So with Python and other programming languages, it would make it a totally different game, and there'd probably be way better projects because we'd have more skilled developers working on them. No problem. Thanks for doing what you do. Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for supporting the channel, Moonstriker Crypto. I really appreciate it. Linear, Lena, what do you think? Carlin says, read the history in Chromia. Yeah, I don't really know what you're talking about, but we can just exit out of that one. I want to bet on crypto-only e-commerce platform. Oh, like shopping. Yeah, I still have a hard time with that stuff just because, in my opinion, like why spend your crypto when you can just spend your fiat? I want to spend fiat for my groceries. I don't want to spend crypto. It doesn't make sense to me because crypto appreciates. Why spend your appreciating assets when you can spend your depreciate, or you know what I mean? Sorry. You scroll past it, but it's fine. Oh, sorry, man. Oh, right here, history. Chromia is the brainchild of Chromeway, a pioneering blockchain company. After working for several years and building the perfect mix between relational databases, colored coins. That's interesting. But to be honest with you, I still don't really understand it. I kind of get the idea, but I'd have to read the white paper to wrap my head around it. Chromia Vault keeps all your dApps and assets in one place. Okay, that's cool. They have a block explorer, single sign. It's cool. Let me just mute my Telegram real quick. That's annoying. I'm new. What's Benchmark? Benchmark Protocol is a supply elastic coin that's similar to Ampleforth. So if you know what Ampleforth is, you'd understand what Benchmark Protocol is. Benchmark is kind of a new improved DeFi version of Ampleforth that me and a lot of my viewers are bullish on, and it's one of my favorite coins. How about a privacy stablecoin? Is there a privacy stablecoin, Mr. Jojo? I'm not sure of one that exists. If there is, that would be very cool. What do you think about VRA? I can try VRA. 25 viewers, man. This stream is so much better than my last one. My last one, like I said, I streamed for so long, 7 hours. It was ridiculous, and I got like 10 views. So really support it. And again, if you guys are new to the stream, make sure you drop a like. So Veracity, VRA. Did I add Chromium to the list? Yeah, I did. Rewards-based platform for esports, tournaments, gaming, and video entertainment. There's so many of these type of things, and it's only at 6.29 million market cap. It's lower. Wow. In terms of trading, I mean, this could be a good coin to trade because obviously there's some people pumping the coin. Like this can't be just natural volume. So if you're looking for a chart or a coin to day trade, or not day trade, but make short-term swing trades on based on volatility, like this looks like a very good coin to trade. Like when I was doing my DEX tools trading, this is the kind of chart I'd be looking for. But fundamentally, obviously I'm not going to go over everything with it. It's built on an existing video and ads distribution. Okay, so it has Twitch and YouTube. That's interesting. Yeah, I'd have to look more into it, but like the whole tokenizing everything, and what was it, like rewards-based gaming and video entertainment. There's already stuff like Theta, so I don't know for this one. I'll add it to the list, but it doesn't seem like something I'd be super interested in. I'd have to just read a lot more about it. All right, let's see what the next, comment is. How many coins other than Bitcoin do you think will have large institutional investments in the next 2 or 3 years, if any? Definitely DeFi coins, such as like Aave. I'm sure Aave has already gotten big institutional investors, but those DeFi applications like that in particular, because coins that are just governance tokens, people who are, like work for institutions or traditional, like financially minded, they don't see the value in them. But as soon as coins start paying out dividends or paying out interest, it really sparks their interest. So besides Bitcoin and Ethereum, the major DeFi, like blue chips, quote unquote, I could see the institutional players investing in those. David says Benchmark Protocol is on sale right now. Yeah, I would agree. I think Benchmark is definitely on sale at the moment. Lena Crypto, thoughts? Never heard of it. I can check it out. Erwin says, yo, bro, I support your work. Thanks, Erwin. Really appreciate your support as well. So Golf Hawk, let's check it out. And I also guys, I'm very new to streaming, so I still think I'm not very good at streaming. I still think it's kind of surprising that people actually watch this. So anything you guys say that's positive always is motivating for me to hear. But let's see the Lena. Oh, linear. Yeah, I've looked into this one a little bit. Yeah, it's already had a good pump. I think someone else covered this one. And I did glance through it. It has linear swap transfer across chain gas saving. Yeah, that's very interesting. I did not know it was actually built already, though. Wow. So they already have a cross-chain swap that I did not know was built. What's the most overvalued coin in crypto? XRP. XRP. That's my opinion for sure. Linear hit a pump because of LEO trades. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that, Jose. I mean, LEO trades can pump coins, but once coins get into the hundreds of millions market cap, even YouTubers can get probably, I mean, at most they could get, let's say 10 or 20 million of pumping into it. I think once coins get into above the 100 million market cap range, it's hard for them to pump coins. But yeah, I know I made a video about it, but still, unless he made the video back here, maybe he did pump it. Maybe he's that powerful, but I always figured there's no way a YouTuber can pump a coin $50 million in value because that's just ridiculous. What are your thoughts on MetaMask upcoming ICO? I don't really have too much thoughts about it. I can do some more research into it. Oh, I actually missed a comment. So let's see here. Start talking about Dogecoin, you'll gain 2x subscribers. Yeah, man, but I mean, Dogecoin is garbage, so I don't really want to talk about it. What are your thoughts on Ditto? I've heard people talk about Ditto, but not really super interested in. If you want Origin Protocol, go to Investors tab and check the individual investors at the bottom of the page. It includes the founders of Reddit and YouTube. Huge project. So if it's the founders of YouTube, then they'll probably censor everyone on it. No, I'm kidding. But let's look at that. Origin Protocol. I heard today that Superman, someone told me Superman, the crypto YouTuber. I don't know if you guys follow Superman. I don't either, but I heard they actually deleted his YouTube channel today. And he was a big crypto guy, which is kind of scary for me because, when you make all these YouTube videos and YouTube comes in and just deletes it, that would be awful. Okay, let's check out Origin. Linear, I'll add it to the list. I need to test out the cross-chain swapping. Now let's put it right there on the list. So they have staking. Yeah, that's accurate data, I guess. Lower fees, better incentives. Yeah, this is like a very solid long-term hold type project. And based off the chart, I mean, the chart doesn't look too bad. Yeah, you can be buying at a high right here. But yeah, so this coin could do very well. Let's move on because there's more comments, but I like this one for sure. I mean, when you have YouTube behind you, it's pretty big. A lot of coins gone through today. Dogecoin is overvalued. I mean, yeah, obviously Dogecoin is overvalued, but it's a meme, and memes are pretty powerful. So, best DeFi and BSC20 chain. I'm not super into BSC20 or BEP20 is actually what it's called, but I do like BSCX and I do like PancakeSwap. The only thing that's a bit concerning with Binance Smart Chain is, of course, CZ basically controls the thing. It's not really decentralized, and the liquidity is not very deep. It's not like good, deep, solid liquidity, so that's a bit concerning. True, I respected research. That's what I'm doing. I'll find a gym soon. Awesome, man. Yeah, that's what I want you guys to do. There's certain people I've seen that they literally just watch one YouTube video about a coin and buy it. That's a good way to get lucky, maybe make money. But yeah, if you guys all do research, that's all good. We can all share our thoughts and all grow together. So good to hear. Didn't Superman get banned in 2018? I'm not sure. I'm not really a big follower of his channel at all, so I don't know. Linear is going to be gigantic. Benchmark my words. Haha. Thanks for what you do. Keep pumping, and your channel will grow. Thanks, Golf Hawk. Appreciate it. And yes, I'll benchmark my words. Look at RSR. Yeah, RSR is pretty cool. Reserve rights. I have BSTX. Nice. Hey, bro, check chain games. Okay. One sec. I'm going to close out some of these tabs because there's way too many open. And let me know in the chat right now, guys. Do you like it better when I just answer questions, or would you prefer it if I actually like kind of do what I have planned, like a planned segment, or like show you guys different financial tools and whatnot? Because I kind of like just interacting, but I can also just like kind of do my own thing. I do think if I'm going to do my own thing, I can just make a video. So it does make more sense to kind of just interact with the chat. Kagwan, could you do YouTube video lessons on the best way to research coins? Okay, both. Got it. Both. That sounds good. I like the questions thing. Yeah, I do too. It's fun to interact with you guys. But do both alternate? Sure. Why not work if your channel is big though? Yeah, that's kind of why I'm doing the questions now, is because right now I have like a small audience, which is really nice actually. But once it grows, which I'm hoping it will do, I'll probably just do my own segment. But to answer your question, this is a really good question from Kagwan. Could you do YouTube video lessons on their best way to research coins? So this is just my opinion. I think understanding like the basics of financial markets, economics, and all that stuff, interest rates, how all that works, how to value projects is more important than researching the coins. Maybe you already understand all that stuff, but if you don't understand like basic financial metrics and whatnot, it'll be hard for you to fairly value coins. So my advice would be to really just study finance for a little bit first. And once you have a good understanding of how derivatives markets work, how something like the stock market works, because the stock market and the crypto market are related in different ways, and you can apply that knowledge to crypto. But really try and make sure you have a good understanding, a good base foundation of that kind of stuff. And then from there, you can apply it to evaluate different coins. And obviously stuff like comparable analysis. So pick a coin. So for example, if it's an Oracle coin, compare it to the other Oracles and just compare different aspects such as the tokenomic structure, the team and whatnot. And really it's just a lot of comparing and contrasting and picking the winners. I like when you mix it up. Great chilled stream to have going. Sweet, man. The interaction is important. Yeah. So actually I'm going to end the stream in the next 5 minutes, guys. Today's stream was going to be a bit shorter. I am planning on streaming tomorrow at the exact same time. So tune in tomorrow at around the same time. Usually a good time. If you guys have a better time, let me know in the chat. But tomorrow tune in around 6 p.m. Eastern time again for another stream. And then Monday through Friday, I'll probably just be uploading videos as I have a pretty big week. Maybe I'll try to learn finance, but might struggle. Not very academic in that way. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to go crazy with it, man, but just understanding the basic stuff can be very good for you. And then there's all kinds of good educational resources that are for free online. There's even all kinds of good financial YouTube channels, but just the basic stuff. Maybe even some like basic accounting is good too. Basic understanding of the regulations is only going to help you make better decisions. And also to understand with crypto, a lot of it is the technology. So understand how smart contracts work, how the blockchain works, all that stuff will help you make better decisions. And I would recommend actually for you, Kagwon, sorry if I mispronounced your name. What I recommend for you actually, a good source for all of you, I'm just like a shameless shout out, is listen to the Bankless podcast. It's very good for like educational purposes. So they have a lot of them with Vitalik actually. So I would start listening to Bankless because it's strictly educational. It's not just buy this hype token, ETH 2.0 explanation from Vitalik. They also have people like Andre on. So start listening to the guys behind the technology and not so much the influencers like myself, and that will help you make better decisions. You pronounced it not bad, 7 out of 10. Okay, I'll take that. All right, last one. Let's check out Check Chain Games, and then we'll end the stream. My finances buy low, sell high. Yeah, I mean that's it's not wrong. It's not a bad idea. And really, I mean, there are people that's all they really know, and they get away with doing well. But I do believe that it can't hurt to know a bit more. Battle, win, earn, live esports contest. Wow, this like background is sweet looking. Buy tokens. Oh, it's gambling. So you actually play games and you win. So right off the bat, the only thing with something like this in terms of like the structure of the revenue and whatnot is, are they paying out the rewards in their own token? And if they're paying out the rewards in their own token, how are they keeping the price inflated? That'd be the main thing that I'd be wanting to understand. I guess they're staking. Yeah, this seems cool. I'll add it to the list and send it out to the Telegram. Jesus Christ. That is a disgusting link. I'm not even going to add it. Okay, never mind that one. Oh, let's add in Chain Games. Coin Bureau's vid on Aave will get you through a lot too. Yeah, Coin Bureau is probably, in terms of people who don't have podcasts and just talk about cryptos, he's probably the best crypto YouTuber out there. He's not biased, and he actually has very good research. So really, yeah, I'd say he's the best YouTuber out there for crypto for sure. Understand the finance and tech. How can you find gems and buy super low? Well, the thing is with the gems that are super low is the majority, let's say 80% of them, are garbage, will never do anything. So it's a lot riskier, so you have to make a lot better decisions. So that's why someone with a better understanding will do better in that aspect of it. You have to buy tokens to put a bet, I guess. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Does it like burn the tokens or something when you place the bet? I don't know. I think it could be cool to just do a little bit TA and share your thoughts with us. Yeah, I've said this. I'm not really a huge technical analysis guy. I do a little bit, but it's not my biggest thing. Yeah, Coin Bureau is a great one for sure. Score Milk is doing something similar, but for arcade games, they're launching soon. Okay, cool. All right, guys. Thank you, everyone who tuned into the stream. Really appreciate it. As always, my Telegram is linked down below, so feel free to join that, and I'll post the notes from the stream. Again, I'll be streaming tomorrow around the same time, so make sure to check in. And thanks for watching, guys. See you.